So now in this part of our lesson, we will look at a specific country in the continent of Africa. The country is called Kenya. Can you say that for me? Kenya. Let's see where Kenya is on the continent of Africa. This is the continent of Africa that we saw on our map on the start of this lesson. And right here, coloured in red, is our country, Kenya. It's located in East Africa. This is North, South, East and West. This is East Africa, which lies on the equator. This red line going across here is an imaginary line that goes across and around the world called the equator. We'll learn a little bit more about that in time. Let's look at how many people live in the country of Kenya. This is a huge number. 47.5 million people live in Kenya. Ireland has a population around about 4 or 5 million, so there are so many more people that live in Kenya. In Kenya, there are 2 official languages. Like in Ireland, we have English and we have Irish. There are 2 official languages. In Kenya, there are 2 official languages also. They are English and Swahili. Although there are around 60 languages spoken in different parts of the country. Almost everybody in Kenya speaks more than one African language. And remember, we said there are so many different languages in Africa. The money they use in Kenya, or the currency, is the Kenyan shilling. The money you use in a country is called currency. The currency in Kenya is the Kenyan shilling. Let's take a little look at the Kenyan map or flag. This is Kenya's flag. It is officially called the Republic of Kenya. We live in the Republic of Ireland, and Kenya are also a republic. Look at their flag. We will be designing, or we will be colouring in a Kenyan flag after this lesson. So if you want to, after the lesson, you can come back and pause this video at this point and you can try and copy it. The capital city of Kenya is Nairobi. In Ireland, our capital city is Dublin, and Kenya have a capital city called Nairobi. Can you read this sentence for me? The capital of Kenya is Nairobi. Your turn. Good. In Kenya, the sunniest time of year is from December to March. The coolest months are June and July. There are only 2 seasons, the wet season and the dry season. And this is because Nairobi is so near the equator. Do you remember what I said the equator was? It was that imaginary line that goes through the center of the earth, goes across the center of the earth. So in Ireland, from December to March, it's our least sunny time and it's our least warm time. In Kenya, it's the opposite. Kenya is famous for its savanna habitat, but it also has many different landscapes, such as deserts, swamps, mountains, and forests. A savanna has lots of grass in a hot place, but with not many trees. That's what a savanna is. Millions of tourists visit Kenya each year to see the savanna, to see the wildlife, the nature reserves, and to go on safari. Look in the picture here, we see people on safari. They're in a car and they're driving around to see all the animals. Safari. Kenya has more than 50 animal reserves to protect its beautiful wildlife. The big 5 that we just talked about in the start of the lesson on Africa, they can be found here in Kenya, in the Maasai, the Mara National Reserve in particular. The lion, leopard, buffalo, rhino, and elephant are all there. In Kenya, tourists can also swim with some dolphins. They can feed orphaned elephants. An orphaned elephant is an elephant that doesn't have a mom or a dad. Take a balloon ride, like in our picture, or sail in a dhow, a sailboat, for a picnic lunch on the beach. So in rural Kenya, that's where it's not that busy, like in the country part, most people work in agriculture. Agriculture is important to Kenya's economy, especially exporting tea, coffee, and flowers. Tea and coffee is a very important export, something that Kenya give to other countries. It's very important. And our last little fact for Kenya is that scientists think that northern Kenya, all up the top of the country, and Tanzania, another country beside Kenya, may have been the original birthplace of humans. The bones of one of the earliest human ancestors ever found were discovered in Kenya's Turkana Basin.